Taurus. So this is your story. I've been sitting here with the cards with the energies and to get the overall story so far. Let's see what else comes out. This is gonna be a hell of a ride. I can feel it. Okay, so if you see my cats jumping up and down, they're just cats doing their cat stuff. All right. So the first card we have here is the comic. So it's telling me here that, well, it feels like you're being asked to see things from a lighter, more, it seems cheesy to say, comical point of view, but more of a lighter part of you. So the comic energy is somebody who's able to see a situation and be able to perceive it in a way that holds the truth of it, but it feels lighter. And sometimes it could feel heavier too, like dark comedy and things like that. But either way, it's the ability to tell the story. So whatever story you're telling yourself, you have the ability, or you're asked to use the ability to hold the truth of it, but I guess hopefully see it in a lighter way. So if for example, if some of you are creatives in terms of artistry, perhaps try a different approach to what you're creating or your art if you're having a block of some sort. In a way that you can keep the truth of it, you can keep the heart of what you want to create, but keep the truth perspective, but switch it to maybe a lighter view. And the next card is arrows. If I mispronounce, I'm sorry, forgive my English. So here, the comic and arrows, it's really, to me, this combination feels like it's telling you, well, it's telling me, to go back to either one, when you're going back to experiences. So if you're trying to grow from an experience, or you're trying to change an experience and evolve it, go back to the raw desire of why you wanted that in the first place. Revisit that. So if this is about a relationship, revisit why you wanted that relationship with that specific person, maybe, and be able to see that situation, that relationship, that person in a lighter way while keeping the truth of it. Just be honest with yourself. If it's a job, same thing. Why did you want that job? Is it the real reasons? That the reason's gone? Is there no real desire left there? Can you make a joke out of it? That kind of thing. If it's a family situation, friends, coworker, whatever it is, why did it start? Why was it so important at that time? And can you see it in a different light, so that you can go on this journey there's a challenge here. There's something that it's asking you to look at experiences in a lighter, more raw way of why you wanted those things in the first place, so you can go back to the essence of you and grow from it. But it's presenting itself as a challenge here. It's almost like this is challenging for you to go back and do this. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say doing this is actually going to feel really hard for you. That's what I meant to say. The first card here for the animal spirit deck is the elephant spirit. Learn from the past. So definitely what I was just saying, whatever it is that you're going through right now that's presenting itself in your experience, are you able to see it for its lessons, for the reasons why you want it in the first place. That's still in you, and that wasn't wrong. The reasons why you wanted those things, if it's not working out right now, and that's why you have to revisit it. It wasn't wrong to want those things, but perhaps the reasons why you wanted them in that moment were there to become a lesson, so that you can still want the same things but in a different way, in a more evolved way. So learn from the past. It's a good second card is Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. Um, this very much feels like it's presenting itself to me as you have help. You don't forget your faith. Don't forget to ask for help. Don't forget to. You don't have to go through this journey alone. You are now very much surrounded and full of help. And where is this leading you to? It's leading you to making a choice, and this is almost like a final choice. Or the final choice could be a final choice for now. It doesn't have to be forever, but it has to be a decisive choice, and you have to stick to it, is what this card is telling me. Whatever you find out about the situation, whatever you want to grow and you see within yourself the truth of it, if you're able to spin it in a lighter way while keeping the truth of it, make a decision based on that. On seeing the good and bad in it, and then choose, do you want to cut it off or do you want to keep going, and then stick to it. So if it's, for example, if it's a relationship, and it feels a lot here like this is more about like a career. So let's go with career. Imagine you are a writer, and so far you've been writing things, and it was great and it was fun when you began, and you had this job about writing columns in a magazine. It is no longer fulfilling you. Now, it's not asking you to cut it off entirely. It's asking you to be a little bit honest with yourself. Oh, my cats are fighting, kind of. Be honest with yourself. The writing isn't what you're giving up. You're giving up the part that is just no longer happy writing columns, and what you really want to do is write novels or scripts or short stories or whatever it is. Make that judgment call of, I will not accept anything else besides my dream career from now on, and I'm going to stop doing everything else that might be blocking my way. The next card here for the Animal Spirit deck is Koi Fish Spirits. There is always enough. So perhaps you're scared of changing these careers, not this career, but the jobs, or whatever it's presenting itself to you, because you feel like maybe you're gonna lose money, or you'll lose the ability to still write, or maybe you don't believe in yourself enough. But the next card here says, Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. It's telling you, you can. If you just believe it, if it's up to you. If you just believe that it will happen, you can dream it into reality. It's almost like it's waiting for you to go within and see, like, no, this really is what lights me up. This really is what that desire in me that was always there really wanted to do, and make that judgment call of, like, fine, I'm just gonna do that. The first card we have for the Shaman Oracle is the Heart of Sky. So it very much feels like what you've been doing so far is, it's almost like you've been living for other people. Or in this case, if this is just about you, you've been living only for that part of you that just didn't believe in yourself. So you've been keeping yourself small in this writer of a column job. But this is actually telling you and asking you, the Heart of the Sky, to me, it's somebody who's so gifted in this dream world. I do dream interpretation. I love it. This is my card for dream world, as in, like, so if you're a creative, again, if you're a singer, songwriter, writer of any kind, or performer of any kind, this is like, ask your dreams, or your dreams are a huge source of inspiration, or you actually have the ability to conjure up motivation and inspiration. Inspiration is the word I was looking for. Inspiration from your dreams. You have access to the realm of inspiration in terms of the dream world, is what this is my card for that. And again, the second card here is the staff. And to me, it's very much in line with, it came right above the judge card, is cut the good and the bad out. Make sure that you divide, and you're now making these decisions from a point of view of, you have so much to offer. Stop keeping yourself small and writing columns. You have so much more to offer in you. This is make decisions based on that, based on how much bigger you can be, which means you'll have a lot more to offer to a lot more people, and you can make a much bigger difference when you come from a real place in your heart, from your true desire in your career. And I'm going to keep talking about career because this was very much what it feels like in here. So this next card, the Earth card, is telling me that you've actually been manifesting this. You've been wanting to. If you can hear that, those are still my cats playing around. You have been manifesting, whether you are aware of it or not. You have been manifesting these kinds of changes. So it's telling me that there's somewhere in your experience you're seeing things. Things might be, there's no tower here moment. It's just a matter of a lot of things around you are very deceptive. You're starting to see more clearly why you've been living in this, where's the card if you can hear that, I'm sorry. Why you've been living in this, keeping yourself small. So you've been manifesting something bigger for yourself. I think you felt, it feels to me like you felt like there was something else out there and that it's time for you. And thinking about it has actually been a component of manifesting it. But it's not quite there yet. Because what you're missing is seeing around you or within yourself. My cats. I'm moving the table. Within yourself, that these choices that you're making could either be going back to the old you. They keep moving the table. Hi, Mama. You could make these judgment calls and keep yourself small, which would be the dark side of the sorcerer, which you have all this potential. You have all this manifestation power and this ability to get inspiration from other realms, but you can either keep yourself small, or you can use all of that knowledge and use it for something bigger, and on some level. Here, the sorcerer and the comic actually like almost tells me that you have a dark sense of humor, and there's nothing wrong with this dark sense of humor. There's nothing wrong with saying things with more sarcastically, or sort of with a more satirical way, as long as it comes from a genuine place in you, as long as that's you on the inside. It's not you taking out your frustrations on the world through comedy or through something funny, or haha, I was just joking, but you really just meant it. Own it. Be real about it. Own it. All that darkness, incorporate it if you need to into your creations, and really own it. Don't play back and forth about it. Don't play joking. Just if that's you, use it and go forth, but do it from a place where it's almost like out of love. I hope I'm expressing myself well enough that you're understanding. Now the next card that came out is the Holy Mountain. And again, that's 2 mountain cards. Here, this one very much feels like it's an inner thing. You have to go within. That's why in the middle of the mountain there's a man there. This is telling you, do not skip the journey. Don't go for the destination up here. Make sure that on your way up, you enjoy the journey and you find the little gems on the journey. That once you get to the top, you will find you'll find that you've traveled the holy mountain, which is, again, overcoming all sorts of obstacles. So you see how first you have to go through the heart of the mountain. You have to find the little gems within you, the real reasons why you want to do this. And then once you get to the holy mountain, you'll notice on the very top of the mountain there is a person meditating. I hope you can see that. You can't. It's out of focus. I'll help you guys. How about now? There we go. It's shaking. You see how there's a person right there meditating? So that's you. That's once you go within and you find that little gem, the outcome is this on top of the mountain, really zen, really, excuse me, like it's like you're looking for your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-love, and you will find it on top of the mountain, and it'll be within you. It'll be in that meditative state of being aligned with yourself. The next card here is the coyote, and it came out right under the sorcerer. So again, it very much feels like there's some people around you. This card over here is telling me there's some people around you, or circumstances around you that are actually trying to stop you. You might have deceptive people around you, whether they know it or not. It's actually stopping you from moving forward. And these are people that perhaps you need to cut off, or situations you need to cut off, or a mentality or a pattern of yours that you need to cut off. It could be anything, depending on your situation. But it's telling me that one of these obstacles for you to get up here, and the colors are very much similar over here, is that there are things that very deceptive things within yourself, and that are probably getting mirrored outside of yourself with people around you or situations around you, that are very deceptive, and that those are the things that are holding you back. And so you have to look around to make sure that you know what to cut off, what to keep, and really just radical acceptance. I feel like this is the card for radical acceptance of the darkness and well, not really the light. This is more of the darkness inside of you. Realize that we all have this side. Well, it's self-deception, or we've lied, or we've taken advantage of other people. We all, and just radically accept that, you know what, I have done those things. I wasn't proud of it. I know it now. I was in this different mentality. Are you able to look at it and make fun of it and then change entirely? Make a judgment call to become a different person instead of making those same choices, that perhaps those are the choices that have been holding you back. And that's what you need to change. And so the last card here is the upper world, and the last card here is, for the animal spirit deck, is the seahorse spirit, and for the shaman is the upper world. Watch and wait. And so here, very much telling me that one, you're surrounded and you have all the support you need right now to see and to make the right decisions for yourself. And then two, that once you do get there, once you do get to the top of this mountain, guess what's going to be waiting for you, or guess how much easier it's going to be, or guess what you're going to get to be more in touch with is your spiritual team, your higher self, whatever it is that you call it or you believe in. A much powerful, much more loving, much more guiding energy within yourself, outside yourself, in your spiritual body. And it's telling you, if you do all of that, just watch and wait. Watch and wait how amazing your life can become. Watch and wait the things that you can create. The differences in your life. They're playing it. The differences in your life that doing this kind of work is going to offer you. So I hope this helped. Good luck with everything, and I will see you next time, Taurus.